I watch this the way I do the New York Times crossword puzzle. Like, I don't know the answers to any of them, so I kind of keep going looking for something. So I was watching this and every 2 seconds saying, Maya, what's he trying to do? I mean, this did seem like the Republicans trying to showcase on television their best argument, but as Ari and Maya are articulating, their best argument is really narrow, and the guy giving it is really couching it and hedging. Like, I don't like Trump, neither does my dog, but if we change the Constitution a little teeny bit, maybe he's in the clear. I mean, did I miss something?
No, I don't think you missed anything. Maybe a constitutional amendment to permit dogs to vote. But
golden doodles.
Golden doodles. I think Ari has a really good point. There are times when you have to move very fast. I mean, you've conjured up an extraordinary circumstance where people are dying, and it's because of the president's misconduct. We don't have that, I believe. But there are also times when you have to be narrow. I mean, Turley's complaint was that this was both fast and narrow. One of the reasons it's narrow is because the president and the White House have stood in the way of Democrats having access to witnesses and documents. So you can't really complain that it's fast and narrow when the primary reason that it's narrow is you.
Yeah, and it seemed, again, reminiscent of the Republicans trying to blame the Democrats or the other side, if you will, for their own sins, for their own transgressions. They have participated in the stonewalling, but they're going to blame the result of the stonewalling, which is a lack of either first-hand witnesses, if it was the Intel Committee hearings, or in this case, sufficient evidence. Right.
So, it's an extraordinarily convenient argument, and I think it's also a rather weak one. I think Mr. Turley had one fair point. Frankly, I think the professors from Harvard, Stanford, and the University of North Carolina had the day. I think he had one fair point, and it's this. An article of impeachment should not be predicated only when a president avails himself of the courts to answer a question. There could be good faith reasons to go to court. But good faith, I think, is the operative word. If there are only bad faith reasons to go to court, meaning just delay and you're arguing frivolous positions, maybe then that's an article of impeachment. But if he was simply saying, and I'd love to have followed up on this with him if I had the opportunity, if he was simply saying that an article should not be predicated on a good faith assertion of a legal right to be decided by a court, I think that's fair.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.